Ba-ba-da-ba. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my playhouse. Welcome, everybody, to the Get Geek podcast. We are here once again. Me, Alex, Squirrelface. This is episode 14, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. So, a lot of things. Well, first, let me see. Alex here is going to reveal his winner for his giveaway. Next podcast, on the next episode, I will reveal my winner, and then a lot of other things going on. And news and stuff like that. When do you want to reveal the winner now, or how you want to do that?
I mean, I guess we can if you want to.
I mean, just get it out of the way.
All right. So I'm just gonna put so there were only 4 people who entered, even though most of them didn't really do like the whole comment thing. We're probably just gonna use it anyway because there's only 4 people. But even so, I mean, if you wanted to enter it next time, you can tell that you have you have a much higher chance of winning, considering seeing how many people actually enter this stuff. So, let's see, out of the 4, I'm just going to enter it into a quick name chooser. We'll probably put up like a picture. Yeah, we're probably going to put up like a picture or whatever, so you're not just taking it for face value. And so that's going to be... let's see. The 4 names are going to be Alan. There's Joanna, Hazel, Eyes, and Repro.
Say the last name again. I think you cut out a little bit.
So it's Real or Repro, Hazel Eyes, Joanna, or Alan.
There you go.
And the winner is...
That's my version of a drum roll.
Let's get some break beats in there. And the winner is Joanna. All right, cool.
There you go, Joanna. Congratulations.
Yep. Probably either try to message you on YouTube. If not, I'm sure I can find you on Facebook or the Instagram. Still need to get the info from the other 2 about the Twitter, so we can probably take that over too, so we can get people to message us on that. But we're going to try our best to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
See what we can do in the future about.
I mean, if you go back on our message conversation, all the info's there.
Yeah. So we'll get in contact with you and about sending you the box of the display box of the Steven Universe Series 1 Wobblers.
And yeah, go ahead, finish.
I was just gonna say next week you got yours coming up too.
Oh yeah. And just to let everybody know, a lot of you did not follow the rules, so please go back, watch the videos, follow the rules. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Do not directly DM me, because I mean, tell you the truth, I don't know. If it just keeps on going that way, I might just give it to the one person who did it correctly. So yeah. And then also, if you notice that I look a little weird, it's because I shaved. Yeah, I was getting a little I noticed on my last video I was like pretty scraggly, so boom. Clean shave.
And if I look a little weird, it's because I've been sick for the past whole week. The sickness is real up here.
Let me see. News. A couple bit of news.
Mostly E3 news, right?
Yeah, but that's gonna be the topic, so I want to save that. But was it Dark Phoenix came out, and of course, like I had thought, it is bombing all over the place. It is just taking a mad doo-doo. mad doo-doo. Even like the producer came out and like threw everyone under the bus. saying that she had no part in it, which is kind of sad.
Jesus.
But yeah, that's that one. Of I tell you the truth, that I didn't really, I did not pay attention to a lot of the stuff going on this week, only because I was just so super busy with work and all that stuff. I and a lot of the stuff I went through, I kind of covered last week, and everything else is kind of on topic of what I want to talk about for the podcast, basically.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know. Do you know any off-brand news that you might want to let everybody
Hmm.
know, or is it all topic?
Uh, Not really. There are a couple other things if you're really into limited edition geeky stuff. Uh, if you are on my social media or not, if you are a friend of mine, you'll see that I just recently got Alyssa the Stranger Things edition of the Polaroid One Step, which is the
Mm,
new line that came out for the Polaroid cameras, and it's like the first one that came out after a long time. And this one's cool because it's a Stranger Things edition, which is not really something Polaroid really does, but since they were just bought out by a different company, they're a little more open to let's say
brand deals.
brand deals and copywritten stuff. And it's cool because on the bottom there's actually like inscribed instructions how it's usually like stand 2 feet away from people because of the flash, keep the sun behind you. Um, it's cool because this one actually says, keep 2 feet away from the Demigorgon and always use flash because it kills monsters, and a product of like the Harkins Institute or whatever. But it's just really awesome, and if you want to get it, you might want to get it now because it is a limited supply. It's not going to be there forever, so if you
True
want to
that.
grab it now,
True
grab it
that.
now, and it's pretty cool colors. And it's one of the only ones that has all of the logos of Polaroid and all the stuff flipped upside down for the Stranger Things. Let's
Speaking
see. Other than that, hmm
speaking of Stranger Things,
hmm
I have a well, I kind of want you know how we were gonna pick a show to do another show review show.
hmm
I was thinking we could do Stranger Things because it's coming up pretty soon.
that'd be cool.
The only thing though is that because it's gonna be dumped all at once, I don't know if you're down to just maybe do one episode a week or like maybe two episodes a week. Because I know the thing is about the show is that when Netflix shows is like you kind of want to just always binge straight all the way through, but
Mhm.
if we could stretch it out for like how many episodes it comes out, then we got a good amount of episodes to go through.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what's going on. We'll probably talk about it a little more off the podcast to see what's going on. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd rather do that
Or
since
like if anything, dude, we could even just binge it and then just record once a week on each episode.
mhm. But
But we got to be careful not to like you know
destroy anything for anybody else.
yeah, exactly. Well, not really because everyone's probably gonna binge it anyways. Like it really
Yeah.
is
Then
gonna
you
be
got those.
it's gonna be
You got
flipped.
those people.
We got to be careful of like everyone ruining it for us.
hmm So also another bit of, well, two things in news. First one, the new Godzilla movie came out a while ago. I've
Mixed
been hearing a
reviews.
lot of good things. Well, I've been hearing a lot
I
of good
hear
things.
mix. The for the from the stuff I hear because I haven't seen it yet is that even though the monster fights and the monsters themselves and the visual effects are awesome and amazing, I heard that the humans suck. the
True,
human
but
the human roles suck, and they keep on cutting away from the monsters to view the humans a lot. So like I heard, I don't know.
I mean, you never really watch a Godzilla movie for the people anyway. So,
That's what I'm saying. The thing is what they're saying is that they're showing too much of the humans. You know,
well, I'm probably gonna watch it soon, and I'll be able to give you guys my personal input to see about it. Because you know, don't take from what you hear from people. Just go watch it yourself and see what you think about it. But also a bit of other news. So we didn't really go today, but we're planning on to next week. But we're gonna head down to the Funko headquarters over in Everett, Washington, where that some of our family lives. So we're always nearby. Um, Probably gonna do. a vlog at the place. Maybe see if we can grab a couple exclusives. Maybe uh, do a couple of the custom build your own Funko Pops and do a couple of those things, and then we'll definitely film it. Um, Pictures with some of the giant pops they have there. We saw a couple things about the Funko headquarters on YouTube, but we haven't really seen actually everything they have there. So we'll probably get an in-depth recording of our walkthrough of the actual tour, so you guys will be able to see that too if you're not able to go out to Washington and check them out yourself.
Yep, that sounds dope. I'm kind of a little jealous, only because of the exclusive part.
Well, uh, check out on YouTube all the different, like, they have different sections of the store and stuff, and if there's
Oh
anything
no,
you see.
oh no, I know. And I also know that there's it's not the headquarters, but there's a factory in San Jose too, which is a little closer. I don't know,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I want to check that out. But also, I just remembered this, and I wanted to talk about it. Like I want to say like 3 episodes ago, but like I kept on forgetting. But did you hear that they are greenlighting the Mortal Kombat movie? And that James Wan is producing. I don't know if he's directing. It'd be better if he was directing and not just producing. But they're also filming in Australia, and I want to say filming started. So
That's
that's
pretty neat. I didn't hear
yeah,
about that.
that's pretty dope. I don't know. I don't know if filming started because I didn't hear any news about anyone getting casted for it unless they did like all new people, which could have been a thing. So no like cast news. So I don't know if I don't know if the news said that I don't know if the news said that it started filming, but I know that it's greenlit. It's a go. It's they got their location picked out. James Wan is producing, and yeah, that's pretty tight. I like it.
Hmm.
Pretty dope stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna. I know not a lot of people consider it a good one, but I have a good time watching the older movies. It may not be a good movie, but it's something. You know, just like the Street Fighter movies.
Oh no 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 no! You cannot compare. Um, you cannot compare to Street Fighter, please, because Street Fighter was horrible.
It was, but for the time, you were just happy to see the people you saw in games on the screen, you know.
I don't
And
know, man.
there were a couple good actors that you gotta admit. M. Bison was probably one of the best in the movie because he had some really good acting, but he had a lot of other stuff to deal with, like
I don't know.
man, like
I I
Blanca was completely just
I liked
un.
I liked Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, even though people really hate Armageddon. But I liked it. It was dope. The fighting was pretty cheesy and kind of bad, but it was fun just because it was kind of like true to character. Um, but yeah, dude, I couldn't get behind Street Fighter. Even when they did the Chun Li story, and I thought that they're doing a Chun Li story, maybe they'll do it better and right this time. No, Chun Li story was also weak sauce.
They need to come out with one now that Street Fighter Five has come out, and there's like the game is mostly just plot points and a storyline.
But
If
like,
they can add acting to that,
but with like with the producer of James Wan, and James Wan does not he does not hold back on fighting scenes. He does he does all the fantasy fighting scenes, fantasy movies and fighting scenes, fantasy scenes and stuff like that perfectly. Um, I think this Mortal Kombat is going to be awesome. It should be
yeah,
awesome.
definitely.
But yeah, I don't know. But that's that one. I think that's all. I think that's all the news I got. Dude, tell you the truth, man. I did not keep track this whole week.
Yeah, that's
So if
pretty
you want to
much it.
get let's get into topics, I guess, man. If you want to go first, shoot it.
So you're gonna be talking about the
I'm just gonna go
new console.
E3 and Xbox, dude.
Okay, so
Hold on. Mike went out. Go.
hello.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're gonna do that, I'm probably gonna stick to the other side of the spectrum. Um, if you guys can see, there's leaks, and also they've already come out with it. But the new PlayStation 5 just came out, not come out, but they came out with the news about it and all the info and all the specs. Apparently, it's one of the strongest and fastest of the PlayStation. Um, one problem, my view of it, is that the PlayStation 4, what they were doing is they were showing how if you were just speeding through um, the city in Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, that it would take a little bit to it would be blurry a little bit and then it would get clear. You and in the PlayStation 5, it would all be clear straight all the way through, right? And it'd be a little slower. In what world and in what game would you ever be flying through a city like that and need that much RAM?
Uh, oh,
PlayStation 4 is fine.
you cut out a little bit on the mid part of that.
Okay. So PlayStation 5, I see that it's strong. I get that. It's fast. I don't have any games that need that much power, to be honest. PlayStation 4 does an awesome job keeping up already. I mean, unless we're gonna get like some crazy racing game or some new hardcore speeding through a city that's all gonna be loaded already. Other than that, I don't really see a need for something that strong. I mean, I like the look of it. I understand. It's awesome.
Well, I mean,
Just don't
you,
see the need for something that strong.
well with like games like Forza and Need for Speed, even some of the new like fantasy stuff like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, with like um, how much graphics and detail of everything. When you're in a fight scene, it'd be cool for it to stay clear. I mean, there's gonna be motion blur and everything like that, but like for people who like to turn off motion blur and just play it, I think that's what they're. I think that's what the power is there for.
I don't know. It's just a little strange that they're doing that for just like a couple select games because like I've played Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, all these new games on the PlayStation 4. It holds up really well. I'm not really
But I,
having any complaints about it.
but the
It
thing is, like,
doesn't slow down at all.
I feel like games like Spider-Man and the new Avengers stuff, like the thing is they want to be able to do more, and the reason why
Hmm.
they're kind of holding back is because the hardware of you know the consoles can't measure up to what they want to do. So like I feel like the games will get like a lot more detail and more graphics once the consoles meet up and catch up, which is like I kind of want to get more into that too once we talk about the new Xbox, which is but and here's the other part too, because a lot of my friends are thinking that Sony might fail, only because Microsoft has a better cloud system, which
Hmm.
means like a lot of their save stuff and a lot of graphics can be also run from cloud. And Sony, for some reason, did not hop on the cloud train, and it's renting space off of, I want to say, Amazon. I'm not for sure on that one, but yeah, I don't know. Graphically, and engine wise, PlayStation is a bit more stronger, but when it comes to memory and RAM and spatial energy, I think Xbox might have them beat. I don't know.
Hmm. But yeah, like, so we'll see how it goes once both of them are released and we finally get people to like compare and contrast the two. When it comes out, I don't know. We might try to think about doing a trade-in for something, but 'cause right now we have the newest Xbox and then the newest PlayStation, not like the Pro models or whatever, but they seem to be doing a pretty good job with
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that, all the good stuff. So if those come out and they really push those to the limits, then I'll be impressed. But like we were saying, going into Xbox a little bit after because I'm gonna roll into some Microsoft, which is probably gonna roll into yours. Um, So just real quick, there was release of the new gameplay videos of the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which looks awesome. It's like a cross between um, Star Wars Old Republic, but less, RPG like. It's kind of reminds me of Jedi Academy plus like Assassin's Creed, because now it looks like you get more of a full roaming style, which is pretty cool. And if
Right
you
on.
saw our speculations earlier on a couple of the other videos, how we were talking about what we were going to look in about the game, is kind of what we were looking for. Something a little more making you feel like a Jedi, not like you're playing a game about a Jedi. This actually makes you feel like you're a Jedi. You have a little droid buddy that helps you with everything. Yeah, we don't know that much about the story, but so far the view of the gameplay looks pretty awesome. Um, and also speaking about new games that came out, there was just a drop of the new Halo game in a while to come out. Um, Halo Infinite, which has got me a little excited because my favorite games of all time have to probably be newer games. This is probably the Halo series,
Was
and
that?
this looks interesting. Let me see. No, there was an E3 trailer for it. Because it was teased last year, but they just came out with a trailer this
Oh
coming
no!
year.
Like no, everyone's super excited about it because everyone's like making speculations. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, everyone's thinking BR is going to be a part of it. Battle Royale is going to be a part of it, which I doubt because they don't ever promote that. And someone was thinking open world Halo, but I don't know about that either. That's kind of far fetched,
Which
but
is, I mean,
it could be true.
it's a little.
It'd be pretty dope if there was.
There's a lot of speculation about it, but as of right now, what I've seen from the trailer, they don't really show much other than, oh shit, it's Master Chief again.
Yeah,
But it's supposed to be a spiritual reboot of the original Halo game, so they're
and
not getting all crazy with the ODSTs and all the the newer Spartans. So it's gonna go back to Master Chief, old school Halo ways. They might change up how the game is, like free roaming, or maybe they'll throw in a multiplayer battle royale type. Other than that, I think they're really just teasing about how the gameplay of the main storyline is going to be, because apparently it's supposed to be out in 2020, so we still got like a whole year to wait.
damn, 2020.
Yep,
I
but it
swore that I heard something about an earlier release, but I don't know. I might be wrong.
the 2020, and it came out under 343, not Bethesda.
uh,
Yeah,
word.
so people don't really like 343 after Bungie gave up Halo, but I'm just excited to see a new Halo game, since
Mm.
Halo 3 was my jam. But speaking of Halo and going into Microsoft, do you want to touch on the new Xbox coming out?
Yes, E3. I've had my eyes connected to the YouTubes for their live stream about almost the whole day. The new Xbox coming out is the Scarlett, and while you were talking about you don't know why uh, PlayStation 4 wants to do powerful things, but here's the thing though, and because PlayStation has been super quiet, or Sony themselves have been super quiet, and but the thing about it right now, spec wise, they're ahead of the game, ahead of Xbox. But I think this is why Xbox is putting out their stuff now and doing the release now, because I want to say they're shooting for a either 2020 or 2022 release of the Scarlett. But the
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett is gonna be super powerful. You're talking about built-in SSD, Seagate, you're like all the RAM in the world. It's gonna be cloud based, so you could stream everything off of cloud, and you could, so that you don't have to use storage on your Xbox for all your games and stuff. You could save it on your cloud, which is
Which is
interesting.
annoying as fuck, because I have like 3 hard drives plugged into my Xbox at all times.
Yeah. So
And I
right.
got I
So
got the terabyte one, so
so
it
what
says a lot.
So what this is they're going for performance, so like, instead of making it to where you got to buy the larger one to save all your games and everything like that, they're gonna try to make it to where you can save everything, in the ether, and your system is just gonna be all about power, all about that RAM. Everything's gonna be loaded. So like how when you play a game, if you don't have like an external, or if you don't have a separate SSD connected to your system, your game loads in a little slower, and everything takes a while for it to kind of render out. But
Man, if you are an old school gamer like us, you know the struggle of trying to turn on a freaking Halo game and having to wait for that entire loading screen to go all the way around because it was such a big game for the time.
and then right
This
after
could
it
be.
after it even finishes loading, your stuff is still loading in because the background isn't all there yet. And what a
Hmm.
lot of people do nowadays is they buy an external SSD connected to their console, and it helps speeds everything up, But with the size RAM SSD that they're gonna be internally putting into your system on the new Scarlett, uh, it's supposed to like instantaneously all everything load in, especially with all the high powered games that are out right now too, with all the 3D modeling and all the graphics that they're gonna have and everything like that. It's supposed to instantaneously just load in, boom, no more loading screens, no more waiting, you know.
All I know is that if I do a trade in for the newer Scarlet, the first thing I'm popping in is Final Fantasy 15 because oh boy,
The only thing the,
that is a lot of process power.
the only thing that I am scared of is the price point.
Yeah,
Because if you guys don't follow politics, and I tend to not follow politics because it annoys the shit out of me. The U.S. is having arguments and troubles with China. All of the products, Xbox, PlayStation, controllers, you name it.
99% of 99% of what's in your house right now.
Yeah, and basically anything electronics, anything gaming is made in China. So with these like bickering back and forth between the two countries, the prices on systems, consoles, and controllers and everything like that is gonna skyrocket. So I am super scared to see the price point on the new Scarlett. But still exciting because, dude, it's when you're talking next level gaming, man. This is gonna be ridiculous. I mean, instantaneous loadings. The boot in any like top notch graphics game you want, and it's just gonna be like seamlessly smooth. You don't have to waste
Imagine
saving room on your console because everything's gonna be cloud based, dude. I don't know, man. Sounds awesome to me.
imagine turning off your computer, going and doing stuff for a couple days, coming back, turning on your computer, and it's
Oh,
just like you just turn off your TV because it's all right there. And
and
you know what? I just gotta say, this gets me a little excited considering what future this has. Considering this is where Microsoft is going. In the near future, we're looking at possibly, cloud-based console slash computer.
oh, it's no,
Um,
it's coming because that's kind of my next point is that because
mhm.
because the console is gonna be kind of pretty much. I'm pretty sure the console is gonna be hella expensive. Like you're gonna like for like um uh mid America, you're gonna have to either save or take out a loan just to get a console. So that's why even though I know you're a little hesitant on Shadow and what's the other one? Shoot, I I just had it in
The
a
Google one,
I had it in my head. Is it Google? Is
Google's
it is
coming
it
out with their play process thing, the like cloud-based
it's
computer.
Stradia, not Stradia. What the hell am I trying to think of here?
Either way,
Um,
essentially Shadow.
yeah, but I need to get I need to figure out the name. Dude. It's gonna bug the heck out of me. Yeah, Stradia. So yeah, so that's why companies like Stradia and Shadow, it's gonna, I feel like, gonna take over the game once, you know, it all depends on if the U.S. and China can make up or not. You know, if they don't make up, I feel like Stradia and Shadow is gonna boom in the next couple of years. If they do make up, I think consoles has a way to come back. You know, because it's all about that
Hmm.
price point. If it turns out like you either have to think between buying a car or a console to play video games, dude, might as well just go Stradia, you know, or Shadow, like, you know,
Yeah,
because
because like,
it's all you gotta do is have your computer. You could build affordable computer for the price of Xbox One X right now. You know, Xbox One X is
and
like $500. Build your own computer.
we've been doing this shit since like the 80s. Back then, an old school Mac with only like 10 gigs of RAM
Not really,
of
not
memory
really
altogether.
not really the '80s, dude. You weren't even alive yet.
Dude, but I knew the struggle like early 90s building a computer like that. If you didn't know how to build it, you're looking at spending almost 2 grand, not to mention that's worth a lot more nowadays,
Oh yeah,
which
I mean,
shouldn't
well,
be like
cause
that
well, and
considering,
plus the
you
the
know?
the parts back then were like gigantic, dude. You needed a whole room.
But now it's so simple. People build that stuff at home for fun sometimes, you know?
Yeah,
It may
yeah.
not be as small as the commercial aspect of doing computers like that, but it shouldn't be that crazy anymore considering all the shit that we've gone through. But I do understand that sometimes it comes into computing power and how much goes into actually making it, considering most of the components in there usually do take, gold, titanium, and silver to keep everything conductive. Other than that, everything altogether shouldn't be like a couple grand. So if they're going to move into keeping everything together and, it's smart that they're doing off-site computing computers for people who can't really afford it, but eventually it's going to be the best case scenario for some people. So,
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're just cornering
Dude,
the market,
and
so
plus, like,
that's pretty good.
you could actually, dude, I've been watching it a lot. Dude, you could get a pretty good gaming PC for under a grand.
Hmm.
You don't have to
It's
spend. You
just the
don't.
thing is,
You don't have to spend that much.
I don't know. It's just the thing is when it comes to building computers like that, sometimes building it is a good thing because you are going to want to swap out a couple of things here and there. When something new comes out.
Well, yeah, if
Um,
you're wanting to upgrade, which is cool because you could always upgrade.
mhm.
It's all interchangeable parts.
That's why with like the new PlayStation 5, it's if there was something so like I know there are a couple computers that were built for like layman's where you just get this tower has 5 simultaneously same looking things. You just pop it out, buy a new one, pop it back in, and it's up to date. If that was just as simple as taking out a card from your PlayStation, sending it in, paying a couple $100, getting another one and popping it in, and still having as much power as a newer one, it'd be a lot easier. That's why it's an issue every time they keep putting out new consoles every year or every other year, and each one of them ranges from like $500 to $800.
Yep.
Not to mention all the games that are gonna come out that are still $60 a pop, even more sometimes, just for a single game. I mean, the market's getting ridiculous for this.
It is pretty expensive to be a top notch gamer at this point.
Hmm.
But that's kind of the reason why a lot of the PC gamers or a lot of the streamers are PC gamers.
Hmm.
It's just a lot more affordable to go PC. To tell the truth, which is also brings me to another point. We had a little taste at E3. Continuing my E3 adventures. We had a little taste of the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Call
Um,
of Duty, shoot a man.
and they're gonna be having more stuff coming out on Tuesday. I want to believe. I'm also even thinking about maybe just streaming me watching it on Tuesday because I have a day off on Tuesday, which is pretty cool. So I might do that because the stuff looks, I don't know, I'm super excited for it. Like if you watch last week's episode, I was talking about it already. But new engine, they're running a new engine on the game, so everything's gonna be like the mechanics of the game basically is gonna be totally different. And not just that, but they're doing the this is probably the first one. Well, no, it's not because Fortnite already did it, but this is the second big name AAA first person shooter that's gonna go cross platform. So, if you have a friend that's on PC, if you have a friend that's on Xbox, if you have a friend on PlayStation, you're gonna be able to play with them. It's gonna
Which
be
means
super exciting.
which probably means me, Gabe, and Dara, if he stops being lazy, can actually get some gaming in, because if you don't know, I'm mainly a computer gamer and Gabe's more of an Xbox gamer, so there's really kind of like a disconnect.
And it's
So that should probably help out.
and also still a call out to wrong. If you think you could beat me, come at me, bro. I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be dope, and I can't wait for I can't because the only thing that they teased, or the only thing that they went over today was just them talking about everything that's brand new about it, because it's not a continuation of the Modern Warfare franchise, so it's not Modern Warfare 4. They're basically just rebooting the whole story. So I don't know. I'm super excited because it's brand new. Like it's not Modern Warfare 4. It's just a brand new Modern Warfare, and it's just gonna be all this new stuff that's gonna be coming out, and I can't wait to watch it. I forget what time. I want to say it's like around 2:30 or something on Tuesday. So I don't look. Keep an eye out. Hit the notification button on our channel if you want to check it out. But I might stream it on that day, but I know for a fact I'm gonna be watching it.
So, yeah, really, there's a lot of stuff to be looking forward to in this next week or two. If you like games and you like toys, just like Joanna, you might just win a whole ass display box of some toys just because you beat out 5 other people.
I
You
don't
got a
know why
good
you had.
chance of winning some stuff.
No, watch our podcast, please.
Watch our podcast, but
No, watch our podcast. Let's leave it at that.
but
What are you doing?
I'm not doing that. Watch our podcast, but there's always the podcast is always going to be here. So we're on 14.
We're keeping it going.
By the end of it, we're probably going to be at like 100 or something eventually.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But yeah, speaking of, this is kind of news to Gabe too, but I'm probably gonna try and do like a creation type videos too, and I'll tell you the idea once we stop, because it's a little out there, but I think it's gonna make for awesome YouTube content. So just keep an eye out. We have
So what?
basically
Basically, what Alex is saying, we got a lot of good stuff coming out. Just keep an eye on it.
So the main part I'm getting to is we're not going to stick to the same stuff constantly. We always come out with new ideas. We're not going to stick to the streamline, do whatever. There's always new stuff. Every other week, it's always going to probably be a new video, but it's just because we want to keep you guys entertained.
Yeah.
And dude, I think you're going to love this idea that I came up with last night.
Yeah. I mean, is that all of our topics? Were we done already?
Pretty much.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, I guess
That's
so.
pretty much all the topics.
Um.
Also, real quick, if you guys get a chance, go check out Game Grumps Live, the final party. It's their last tour of the Mario Party era. We just saw them in Seattle, Washington, and that was the first show. They're going all the way until August 25th. If you guys want to go check them out, you probably should. It's pretty cool. Small crowds, not too crazy. They do one-on-one speaking to each other, get some awesome stuff like a signed poster or whatever, a t-shirt. Because the reason I'm telling you is because this last tour, you're not going to get the same show ever again. It's the last of the last. So if you guys want to, go check it out.
Yeah. There you go. Also, remember next episode I will be announcing the winner of my giveaway. I might do another giveaway video. I just realized I have. I mean, if you don't notice behind me, I have a whole ton of pop figures, but that's not all of them. I have a ton load elsewhere too, and they're all pretty good, and some of them are in good condition. Some of them might not be, but I'll show you. And I plan on doing a video of doing another giveaway, and I'm just gonna actually give. I'm gonna give away a bunch, and It's gonna be one of those first come first serve. So, I will let you know when I make that video and how you get and the way to basically win those. And that'll probably be coming out in a couple of weeks. I want to probably do that after next week's episode of this podcast, and after I ship out the winner of the Steve Pop.
And not to mention, if you haven't been there for our earlier podcast, we're still having that 100 subscriber incentive giveaway.
Oh yeah. That's still ongoing. I mean, we're gonna once we hit that, we're still gonna have that because I all the stuff that we are giving away on that I have saved, so it's like put to the side. So don't worry about that. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we will give away the big prize pack. With that said, anything else? I don't know.
That should be it. Not much going on, but next week, hopefully with the ending of E3, we'll have a lot more to talk about. New movies coming out.
Oh yeah.
This week will probably give us a chance to watch a couple more movies too. Just
there you go. Yeah,
so I can give you guys an idea.
I'm gonna need to catch up on a few things, and I'll probably have some movie reviews and stuff like that. I even finished the series that I think I finished it last Friday. That I kind of want to do a review on. It is called Black Summer. Watch out for that. I'm putting out that review out pretty soon. And I also want to do Brightburn, a review on Brightburn, and I still need to watch Detective Pikachu. So keep an eye out for all of that coming out. Anything else, Alex, before we sign off? With that said, then, guys, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace. Gabe.
Yo.
So get this. I had a night.